Hello, welcome back to Diego Knows. I am Diego, and today we're going to finish up talking about Sex and the City again. Another episode down the shitter. Yes, okay. So anyway, my name's Diego. I've watched every single episode of Sex and the City. I watched both movies, and I watched that piece of shit show. And just like crap, I've already reviewed it. The videos are on here if you want to watch that. Okay, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the show when it was good, back in the late '90s and the early 2000s. Sex and the City, which was groundbreaking at the time. I remember I had cable. I'd been in the Marine Corps for a long time. Then I got out back into civilian population. I was still in the Marine Corps, just not active duty anymore. And I got out to the civilian population. I moved to Chicago, and I got a job and went to school, all that kind of stuff. And all the girls that I worked with and went to school with were watching this show, and they're all talking about it. I didn't know who the hell these characters were. I didn't know who the fuck Charlotte was or any of that stuff. So I started watching the show, and I got hooked on it. I liked it a lot. That was fun. I was single at the time, living in a big city, living in Chicago, working downtown. I went to a lot of parties, a lot of clubs, a lot of taverns, a lot of hotels, banquets, restaurants. Theater. We did all that stuff. Okay, stand-up comedy. We did all that stuff. All right. So I was very used to the stuff that the girls were going through on this show. I was also single. I had no kids. I was dating a lot of women at the time, and so me and all my friends we're all hanging out with each other, guys and girls, we're all like struggling actors or trying to make it on Broadway. All kinds of bullshit, the stuff that you do when you're in your 20s, when you believe that shit can happen. So that's what we were doing, okay. And this show was very popular amongst all the girls that I knew and the gay guys that I knew. All right, so but nobody ever whenever we talked about the show, nobody ever put in a straight guy's point of view except for me. I was the only one. I was the only straight guy I knew that was watching the show on a regular basis. I was the only one. Okay, and the biggest problem I had with the show was the way they treated the straight guys on the show. The straight guys were disposable. They were stupid. They didn't act like real men. And that's the only really problem I had with the show. I liked the way the women were depicted. I didn't like the way the guys were depicted. Okay, the straight guys. I did not like the way they were depicted at all. They were not realistic to me. They didn't seem like real people. They didn't seem like guys that I knew, and I knew a lot of straight guys. Okay, and they did not act that way. Okay, now sometimes they got it right, but most of the time they didn't get it right. So what I'm doing on this channel here is I'm reliving my past. I've already watched all these episodes, but it's been a long time since I've seen them. All right, so I'm watching them again. I'm older now. I'm more mature. I'm a parent now. So I'm not in my 20s anymore like I was back then. So I'm kind of watching this with the eye of wisdom now, you could say, kind of reliving my youth, looking at the way the world was. This particular episode that I'm going to finish up here, this is part 2 review. I already did part 1 yesterday. I posted it already. This is part 2 of episode 12. Yeah, episode 12 of season 4. The name of this episode is called Just Say No. I'm sorry, Just Say Yes. Yes, Just Say Yes. That's the name of this episode. Season 4, episode 12. This is the part 2 review, all right? I already did the first half of this episode already. Okay, so I remember when this episode aired, it was in August of 2001. Yeah, for those of you who are too young to know this, okay, like in about a month, the whole world changed. The whole world completely changed, it was quite a time. If you're old enough to remember it, I remember it very well, okay? The show went on hiatus. It was going to go on hiatus anyway. I think this episode aired like on August 6th. And then the show came back on the air on January of 2002. Okay, and that, of course, that's when everything happened. All right. So, like I said, it was a wholly different world back then, completely different world than it is right now. Okay, but so watching this again, it's kind of like I was kind of watching these old episodes, I'm kind of remembering the way the world used to be, the way America used to be before everything happened. And it was I wouldn't say it was more innocent, but it was definitely more naive. We just didn't know as much as we do now. The internet hadn't taken over the way it has now. We still had dial-up internet back then. I mean, fucking Carrie didn't even have a fucking cell phone. She didn't even know how to use fucking email. Okay, that was like a new thing. Zip drives. Remember those? Yeah, I remember. I had to watch these episodes to remember them. Okay, that's how fast they came and went. We had fucking cell phones that were this fucking big back then. Yeah. If you're young, ask your parents about it. Yeah, remember the fucking cell phones that were this fucking big? Yeah. Yeah, I never had one, but I dated a girl that had one. What the fuck? It was a different time. We had Palm Pilots and shit. It was just a weird. You had to buy an accessory. Okay, you actually had to go to the store and buy an accessory to hook it up to your phone so you could take pictures. Yeah, it wasn't included with the phone. So yeah, so it was a different time, and I'm kind of reliving all that watching these episodes. All right, but anyway. So I got that out of the way. Hey, listen, I give you a straight man's point of view here, okay? I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth from a straight man's point of view, okay? I'm not always right But I think for most of the time I am right. I do get a couple things wrong. Thank you for correcting me in the comments. But I'm just trying to tell you what an honest guy thinks about these episodes, these situations, these women, these guys, okay? I'm giving you the point of view that nobody gave you, okay? Your dad didn't watch this show with you, and if he did, he sure as fuck wouldn't have told you what he really thought, okay? Your boyfriend ain't gonna fucking tell you the truth, okay? And your husband ain't gonna tell you the fucking truth, okay? So don't watch this stuff with them, okay? And guys, don't watch this with her. Don't. Okay, all she's gonna do is look at you and go like, what the fuck's he talking about? And then you're gonna have to make up something on the spot. Don't do that, okay? Just watch it privately. Watch this privately, okay? Because I'm going to tell you the shit that you don't want to hear. Well, maybe some of it you want to hear, okay? But I'm telling you the honest to God truth, okay? There's no fucking chick flick filter here, okay? If you're easily offended, get the fuck out. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but if I say something that bothers you, tough fucking shit, all right? It's the truth, whether you like it or not. And that's what I do here. I'm giving you a point of view that you never got. I'm not your gay best friend. I'm not one of your fucking girlfriends, all right? I ain't gonna tell you the shit you want to fucking hear. I'm not gonna tell you you're pretty when you're fucking ugly, okay? I'm not gonna do that, all right? I got nothing to fucking gain or lose by telling you the truth. That's what I'm gonna do here. All right. So here we go. Okay, so we left off last episode, okay? Carrie is wearing her red, white, and blue outfit, okay? She's got a red top on. A blue skirt on, or it might be I don't fucking remember. It might be the other way. But she's got white shoes on, okay? So she's trying to get a taxi. Yes, we actually used taxis back then. This is 2001. Okay, and of course, who shows up? Big. Big's there in his fucking limousine. He's not driving it. No, he has a driver. See, Big doesn't drive anywhere. He has a driver named Raul. I think that's his name, Raul or Pablo or some shit, that drives him everywhere, okay? So Big's never actually driving. Okay, we only saw him drive in one episode, and that was the one where he went to, where he took his Jaguar. Yeah, he had a Jaguar. Of course he did. He's a fucking multimillionaire. He took his Jaguar out to the country to go see Carrie and her boyfriend, all right? That's the only time we've ever seen him drive. Okay, the rest of the time he's driven, okay? So he has a guy that drives him everywhere. He doesn't fucking go in. He doesn't walk anywhere. He doesn't fucking, he has a guy. Every time we see him in the car, he's on his phone, and there's a guy driving him around. Well, he's in the neighborhood because, New York is actually only like one block. That's all New York is. So the people in the show are always running into each other, okay? And of course, she just happens to be standing out there, and Big just happens to pull up. Like, hey, you need a ride? She's like, okay. She starts flirting with him. Like the fucking bitch, okay? For those of you who don't know, Big's her ex-boyfriend, all right? And her boyfriend right now, who she already saw his engagement ring, he's about to pop the question any moment now. He's living with her now, okay? Okay, she cheated on him with Big, her ex-boyfriend, all right? For a long time, for months. Even though he was married, yeah. And she was still fucking him, okay? And her boyfriend knew nothing about it. And then finally, Big's wife found out about the affair. Well, I think she already knew. And she caught Carrie at her apartment. Carrie ran away. Fucking the wife, what the fuck's her name? Not Natasha. She fell down the stairs chasing her. She broke her fucking tooth. They had to take her to the hospital. Carrie realizes that, hey, I'm fucking a married guy. And I got a boyfriend that doesn't know about it. I need to fucking end this affair. So she ends the affair. And then she goes back to her boyfriend. Her boyfriend doesn't know shit. And then the next episode, she tells him the truth. He fucking dumps her, which he fucking should have done a long fucking time ago. Okay? But he dumps her at Charlotte's wedding. And, she sees him again recently. And she gets back with him. And, of course, he takes her back. He forgives her. Was he mad? Well, he was mad for like one episode. Passive-aggressive. But that was it. Fuck it. You can fuck around with me all the time. It's okay. I'm still going to love you. I'm still going to give you everything that I fucking busted my ass my entire life to earn. I'm still just going to give it to you. You said you're sorry. That's good enough for me. I don't hate you. I'm not going to try to get revenge. I'm not going to fuck other women behind your back. I'm not going to lie to you and hurt you the way you hurt me. Okay? And it's okay if you hang out. The guy you cheated on me with, it's okay if you hang out with him and go out to dinner with him and stuff and talk to him on the phone and hide it from me. It's okay. I don't care. It's fine because I know that you really love me and I know you'll never cheat on me again. How do I know that? Because you told me that. That's how I know. And by the way, how about I fucking buy your building and just give it to you for free? That way you don't have to pay rent anymore. And I can move in with you, and I'll redo the entire place for free. That's like $30 fucking thousand worth of work. And I'm just going to do it for free. Why? Because you told me you're sorry and because I love you. Okay? Get the fuck out of here. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. The only thing I can think of is Aiden probably has a fucking like a 2-inch penis. He's probably hung like an elevator button. But the reason I don't want to say that is because if that was the case, this show would go there. They would do a whole fucking season on that. okay, on Aiden being hung like an elevator button, okay? They would do a whole season on that, okay? They will go there, all right? But since that's never been mentioned or anything like that, then the only thing I think of is why the fuck is this guy? Because John Gorbat's he's got a gut, but he's a good looking guy. He's fucking tall as fuck. He's like 6'4". I think Big is too, So, he's a good looking guy. He's a nice guy. He has self-confidence, he has a dog that he loves. He can fucking do anything. You talking about the fucking Bob, think about like a handsome Bob Vila, okay? Like the guy that just fixes everything in your house. He can redo your walls, redo your floors. He can put in a water heater. He can fix your dishwashing machine. He can build you a fucking log cabin with his own fucking hands. He can do the electrical wiring in your place. He can install an AC, a water heater. He can remodel your entire fucking bathroom. He's the kind of guy that can do that, all right? That's what he brings to the table. What the fuck does Carrie bring to the table? Nothing. She brings her pussy, okay? That's fucking it. What else? Her fucking bad credit? She spends all her fucking money on shoes and clothes, okay? What else does she bring to the table? Nothing. She brings nothing else to the fucking table except for pussy. And I'm sorry, but that's called a depreciating asset. Okay? You're not getting younger, Carrie. You're getting fucking older. Okay? A guy like this can pull younger women. Why the fuck is he with her? What does she doesn't like a goddamn thing that he likes. She doesn't like the country. She doesn't care about his fucking remodeling skills, his carpentry skills. His home improvement. She doesn't give two fucking shits about that. All she cares about is where the fuck are you taking me out to eat tonight? And what are you buying me? That's all she cares about. So why the fuck is he with her? Why does he want to put a ring on it? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. They've only been back together for a few months. The last time they were together, she was fucking another guy the entire time behind his back. So why the fuck is he just going to trust her all of a sudden? This does not ring true to me. This is bullshit flag. Right here, I don't understand. I'm trying to put myself in Aiden's shoes. What do I see about her? Based on what we know about her and how she treated him and what she's doing right now, what the fuck does he see in her that would make him want to fucking commit to her for the rest of his fucking life? I don't fucking see it. So the only thing I can think of is there must be something wrong with him. But if there was something wrong with him, the girls would have talked about it already. Okay, it would have been a running gag or something throughout the season, and it's not. So what the fuck is it? I don't fucking know. This is what happens when gay guys and feminists and lesbians write straight men. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. All right. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is that Aiden would be needy and insecure, but he doesn't come across as needy and insecure. He's got talents. He knows he's got talents. He's not a fuck up in life. He owns his own fucking business, for Christ's sake. He sells his own furniture. He makes his own furniture, he's got a lot of valuable tools that he can do. And I'm not just talking about like his toolbox. People can hire him to do lots of fucking shit, So this is a guy with a higher sexual market value, not as high as Big, but a higher sexual market value than Carrie. So why the fuck is he giving everything to Carrie? This girl can't even fucking stay faithful to him. So what the fuck? I don't get it. The only thing I think of is there must be something wrong with him. But I don't know what it is, other than he's too fucking trusting and too fucking nice. He's every single mom's fucking wet dream right there of what they want their son to be when they grow up. Okay, but guys like that get fucked over, and Aiden is no exception to the fucking rule. All right. Anyway, the point is, Carrie gets in the car with Big, and he drives her around. Of course, they start talking about Aiden. He's still fucking kind of being an asshole about, so are you and Farmer Brown still hanging out? Mr. Lumberjack. Mr. Paul Bunyan, Mr. Daniel Boone, Mr. What's his name? Fucking Davy Crockett. You're still hanging out with him? And Carrie's like, his name by now, okay? He's okay. How are you and Aiden doing? That's basically how Big is, And I don't see him really getting jealous. Like I said, Big can get any girl he wants. He can't get a movie star. The movie star that he dated dumped him. Okay, but he can get like your average fucking model. He's dated several models on this show already. I don't see what he sees in Carrie. Oh, okay, I got an idea what he sees in Carrie. But he can get younger, hotter girls, okay? He lives in fucking Manhattan. He's super fucking rich. I think he works in investment banking, he's wealthy, he's good looking, he's divorced, twice divorced, but he's got no kids. So it's not like fucking he's got to fucking take a little kid or something somewhere all the time. He's very, very available. He knows everybody in New York like Carrie does. But he's got money, unlike Carrie. So, I don't understand what he's fucking jealous about. He can get a better girl. But I guess he's hung up on Carrie too. I think I understand why he loves her though. I think it's because of how she treats him. I think she treats him in a way that most women don't treat him. Like most women see him as their fucking their meal ticket, maybe, or like their sugar daddy, or the guy that that all the women want. Samantha even called him like a young Donald Trump in the first episode. Yeah, I'm sure they wish they could take that back now. But yeah, so he's kind of like the JFK Jr. Of New York, who Sarah Jessica Parker dated in real life, but even his wife cheated on him too. So what the fuck? I mean, but the point is that I think that Carrie like accepts him for his faults, his insecurities. He doesn't have very many, but when he has them, who's gonna fucking be there to hold his hand? Nobody. So, but Carrie will. So I think that has something to do with that. But anyway, so he asks her about him. She, his name already, so he calls him Aiden. And he's like, "What's with you?" Whatever. So that's going on here. All right. So they're flirting with each other in the limo. He's like, "How are you?" And that country boy, and Aiden, and Carrie's like, "I think you know his name by now." Carrie's like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, I think Aiden wants to marry me." And Big's like, "Think or no?" She's like, "I know." And Big's like, "It's not going to happen, Carrie. It's not going to happen. He's not the guy for you." And Carrie's like, "Well, he might be the guy for me. Maybe I'm just not ready." He's like, "You're not going to be ready, Carrie. You're never going to be ready. Okay, you're not the marrying kind, Carrie." In case you haven't noticed, Big isn't either, which is true. She's not the marrying kind. Carrie's like, "Oh, and you are? What does that tell us?" He's like, "Well, that we don't know shit, Carrie. That's what it tells us, that we don't know shit, which is kind of a cool thing to say, He's been married several times. He's no good at it. Carrie's never been married, but she doesn't really want to get married, Carrie's like, I'm not taking relationship advice from you. Why the fuck are you hanging with this guy, Carrie? For Christ's sake. Ladies out there, if I was your fucking boyfriend or something, or if I was your fiance, okay, and I'm still hanging out with fucking my ex-girlfriend, if I cheat on you with my ex-girlfriend and we get back together and I'm still hanging out with her though, behind your back, oh, but nothing's going on though, we're just friends. She's a part of my life, okay? Not the way you are, okay? But she's a part of my life, okay? I'm sorry. Would you accept me back? Fuck no, you probably wouldn't. You probably wouldn't, okay? So this is just crap. This is just crap. All right. Okay, and so like I said, Carrie tells Big, I'm not taking relationship advice from you. He's like, hey, I'm not giving advice. I was just offering you a ride home. That's it. Fuck. Which is true too. Okay, so anyway, now Carrie, she gets back to her apartment. There's Aiden's boxes or everything. He's already moved in. His boxes are everywhere. There's no room to do anything. Okay, his boxes are everywhere. Okay, and Carrie goes through Aiden's bag. She goes through his bag there, and the ring isn't there anymore. It's not where she found it earlier in the episode. The ring is gone. So now she's thinking that maybe Aiden has second thoughts about proposing. So she calls Miranda, because Miranda helped pick out that ring. Okay, and she says, did you tell him about the ring, that I didn't like it? And Miranda's like, hey, I'm out of it now. I'm not involved anymore. She's like, I thought you were sure. He's the one. And Carrie's like, well, Aiden doesn't know that. He doesn't know that I'm not sure. Maybe he's not sure about this either. Maybe he's not sure about me either. Maybe he changed his mind. Maybe he's not going to propose to me. Miranda's like, Miranda can't really talk. She's got morning sickness. She's throwing up in the fucking toilet. And Miranda's like, I don't know why they call it morning sickness when it lasts all fucking day. Okay, and it stands for mourning. Okay, mourning. Okay, I'm mourning the death of my single life. I can't fuck guys anymore when I'm pregnant. Yeah, right. And Carrie's like, our lives are what make us sick, Miranda. Our lives. Meanwhile, Charlotte and her husband Trey, they go to the Sling. Okay, which is that Scottish a party that they have once a year where all the men dress in kilts and all the women dress in fucking plaid fucking dresses. Okay, it's a big deal. It's held at a big fucking convention center because Charlotte and her husband, he's got money. He comes from money. The McDougal family, they got money. They're Clan McDougal, like Highlander, and they are Highlanders actually. Their ancestors are from the Highlands of Scotland, yeah, just like Duncan MacLeod and the Clan MacLeod. And Connor MacLeod in the Clan. If you watch Highlander, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. They're going to be only one. But anyway, all I know about Highlander is fucking, they got some great fucking scotch over there. I'll tell you that. But anyway, so they go to that thing. And of course, her mother-in-law is there. Trey's mom, Bunny McDougal, she's there. And she's just pompous, pretentious bitch. She does not like fucking Charlotte at all. She looks down on Charlotte. I don't know why, but she does. So that's going on there. And they got there late because I guess they were fighting, So the Highlanders, they do some sort of drunken fucking Scottish dance, which is very embarrassing. And of course, fucking Trey jumps right in there. Oh yeah, because that's what he does. He does this fucking. It's like Scottish breakdancing, but with kilts on. Yeah. I can't describe it. You have to watch it. It's weird as fuck. But anyway, I guess that's what they do in Scotland, right? So they're doing that. And meanwhile, Charlotte and her mother-in-law, Bunny. They go off to the corner and they talk, all right? Bunny says, is one of the, McDougal family is one of the oldest clans in existence, And she says, and we have a very proud lineage, Charlotte. And I hope it's one that you will perpetuate. Okay? She's like, and she looks at Charlotte. Now, Charlotte was talking about in vitro, and she wanted an Asian baby, specifically a Mandarin baby, a girl. Yeah, she picked out the sex too. Okay, so she's learning Mandarin. She's doing Hooked on Phonics, audiobooks to learn Mandarin. All this she did without Trey fucking knowing a goddamn thing. And they're just blaming it on the fucking hormone shots that she's taking, okay? But I think she would have done this anyway, okay? Charlotte's that much of a psycho that she would do this shit anyway. I mean, the fucking bitch fucking already picked out a wedding date and sent out invitations before she even had a fucking groom in her life, okay? So she's planned way ahead. She way put the carriage in front of the horse. But that's what Charlotte does because she's ditzy. Don't get me wrong, I love Charlotte. I'm the most attracted to Charlotte out of all four girls. Charlotte's the one I would get with if you were to ask me to pick one. But because she's very feminine, but she's being super fucking psycho feminine now. Okay, it's probably the hormones, but I think maybe it's just her. I think she's just that way. Okay, and she's already planned the fucking Mandarin baby that doesn't exist yet. The girl baby that doesn't exist. She's already planned it and told Trey about it. Okay, so what did Trey do? He told his mom about it, and now his mom is fucking confronting Charlotte about it. Okay, and she says listen to me, Charlotte. I don't like Mandarin food. Or Mandarin children. Racist. And Charlotte's like, that's none of your business. Yes, it is, my dear. In her fucking, evil stepmom voice, The McDougal name will be carried by sons of our own, not daughters of the South Pacific. Okay, well, that just fucking triggered fucking Charlotte. She's like, get the fuck away from me. She walks out of there. She runs over to where her fucking husband is fucking Scottish breakdancing with the other Scottish brothers or whatever. And she fucking grabs and starts yelling at him in front of everybody, making a fool of him. Yeah, she does that. Oh, just blame it on the hormones. Yeah, right. Okay, she's like, the child, she yells at her husband while he's trying to breakdance, the child that we have is nobody's business. And she's like, he's like, the child we have is nobody's business. Nobody's. And he's like, well, then quit yelling to me about it here in front of everybody. And she, and she was like, I'm the one doing all the work. I'm taking the hormone shots. I'm doing the research. I'm the one learning Mandarin. I'm taking all the I'm talking about the reproductively challenged neighbors of ours. I'm doing all the work. Yeah, you know why? Charlotte, you know why you're doing all those things? You know why? You know why you're talking to the reproductively challenged neighbors? You're reading all the books. You're learning Mandarin. You're taking the shots. You're doing all that research. You know why you're doing all that, Charlotte? It's because you don't fucking work. Because that's all you got to do all fucking day. Who's paying the fucking bills? Your husband is. So why are you screaming at him? I'm doing all the way. You ain't doing a goddamn fucking thing except what you want to do. The rest of us live in the real fucking world. Oh, just blame it on the hormone shots. All right. And she's like, all you have to do is jerk off in a cup. Trey's like, calm down, Charlotte. Get a hold of yourself. And Charlotte's like, no, you get a hold of yourself. And keep your mother out of it. And she fucking goes, and he chases her, of course, and he grabs her and he rips her dress. Ooh, big scene at the McDougal sling. Oh, well, whatever. Who gives a I don't care. I don't care about them. They're a horrible couple anyway. He's got no fucking testosterone. He has no fucking balls. He has no fucking backbone. He just lets his wife bully him around, just like he let his mom bully him around. He fucking has no opinions on anything. He's just passive. He'll do whatever the fuck you say. Whatever strong a woman, independent, strong, empowered woman is standing next to him, he'll just do whatever the fuck she says. That's who Trey is. Okay, that's his personality. He'll jerk off to fucking, to busty magazines, but he won't fuck his wife, It's like, come on, dude, this guy's just so fucking, I know he's not a loser financially or anything like that, but he was born into his money. He didn't really fucking earn it himself. Okay, this guy's a loser personally. Personally, he's a loser, all right? I don't like him. I don't relate to him at all. I think it's a joke. I feel sorry for Kyle MacLachlan that this is the last major acting role that he had, okay? Because I remember, he's done a lot of really good things. He was in Dune, he was in that show Twin Peaks. He was up there for a while, and I think this role just fucking typecast him as the fucking nerdy, fucking, no self-esteem, fucking impotent fucking husband, which I think he still plays today. But anyway, it's sad. So that's going on here, okay, so meanwhile, so that happens, okay. Meanwhile, Rich, Dick Wright, get it? Richard Wright, that's Samantha's boss from the hotel. He's trying to fuck her on his private plane. Well, it's not his plane; it's the company plane. But he's like the CEO of the company. Well, not the CEO, but he's like he runs the hotels. Okay, and so he has access to all the hotels, to all the private jets. Okay, so of course that's how he seduces all these women, and he's seducing. Well, he didn't really seduce Samantha. Samantha's gonna fuck him anyway, even though that's her boss. And he's trying to fuck her in there. And of course the pilot goes like, we're about to take off. You need to buckle up, And so that's what they do. They're going to Brazil. They got, I guess this company's got a great hotel over there. Okay, buckle up, So they go to Brazil, and he tells Samantha, I'm rich. I am so rich, because that's the kind of fucking shit that a guy tells a girl. Okay, look, motherfucker, she's already seen your fucking jet. She knows what you do. Okay, she works for you. She knows you're fucking rich. Okay, now there's one thing I want to say about James Remar. Okay, Dick Wright here. He's always wearing the same fucking clothes. Okay, he's always wearing the white. He's always wearing the suit, dark blue suit, with the white shirt, open collared white shirt. Okay, the past 3 times we've seen him on the show, he's been wearing the exact same fucking thing. What the fuck, man? Does he not own any other pair of clothes? Samantha wears 5 fucking different outfits every episode, but this guy wears the same thing every time we've seen him. What the fuck? Okay, I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. I don't buy that at all. Maybe they spent all the money on the fucking what the girls are wearing, had nothing left over for the guys, so the guys have to wear the same clothes over and over again. Some of the shit that fucking Aiden wears, he wears like, imagine a Cosby sweater, but like it's a shirt, not a sweater. That's the kind of shit that Aiden wears. It's fucking gross. Oh my God, did people ever wear that? I sure as fuck never wore that shit back then. And I was trendy, okay? I wore those fucking jeans, the ones, the acid wash jeans, where they're just white as fuck in the front and white as fuck in the back, but blue everywhere else. Yeah, I wore those. Yeah, those are cool. All right. Anyway, so that's going on. Charlotte asked Trey for the shot. And she's embarrassed now. I guess the party's over. He's fucking embarrassed too. He doesn't really want to give her the shot. He's kind of pissed off, but he's also kind of scared. And so Charlotte, and Charlotte's like, Trey said, I said I was sorry, okay? What more do you want from me? And Charlotte's like, I want you to talk to me. Not your mom. Okay, get the fuck out of here, okay? This is coming from the same bitch that tells her fucking girlfriends everything and tells her husband nothing. He don't know fucking shit. She tells everything to her girlfriend. She tells him not a goddamn fucking thing that's important. And she's yelling at him now because he told his mom some stuff about their marriage. Right? I guarantee you, okay, Trey, she's already told all her girlfriends everything about your marriage. All right? Everything. So this is just hypocritical bullshit, all right? All right. And Trey's like, well, you know, how much work is a marriage supposed to be? He's like, it could take years to have a baby in vitro. I know, I'm a doctor. I'm 43 years old, okay? When does it ever get easy? When is it supposed to get easy? Okay, this is what our relationship is. You know, I didn't see anyone else getting screamed at on the dance floor. All right? The way you were screaming at me. So, oh my God, he's developing a backbone. It only took fucking 2 seasons. He's actually standing up to his wife. Holy fucking shit. I can't believe, I gotta fucking lie down. I can't fucking believe he's acting this way. What, show some backbone? Tell your wife what you're not gonna tolerate for once in your fucking life? Tell her, hey, I don't approve of what you did. Oh my fucking God. Because she's been making all the decisions this whole time. He hasn't done a goddamn, he's been agreeing with everything she says. And Charlotte's like, I can't stop taking the hormones. Jay's like, and I can't keep doing what we're doing. Yeah, no, develop backbone. He's like, I love you, but I don't want to have a baby anymore. I don't. No, he doesn't want to have a baby with you, Charlotte. I just want to be, okay? Can I just be for a while? She's like, Charlotte, you don't even want to try? He's like, I don't. Okay, if it's right, then it'll just happen normally. It'll just happen naturally. Now, I think I could be happy with it just being you and me. I could be happy with that. But I don't think you could. And Charlotte walks away. She's pissed off. And she starts to cry. And she turns her back to him. He doesn't chase her. Good for you, dude. Don't chase her. Okay? You fucking, trust me, dude. You're fucking, she's going to take a shitload of money away from you, okay, in the divorce, all right? You really fucked that one up. You know, he's supposed to be a fucking smart doctor. He's a fucking idiot, dude. You know how much money she's going to take from him for the fucking divorce? Not as much as she stayed married to him for 5 years. That was in the fucking the prenup thing. But yeah, she's gonna make out like a fucking bank robber. So yeah, he's the one that should be crying, not her. Okay. Okay, so Charlotte, she's upset. She looks at some fucking weird ass painting in their living room, and she's like, you know what? Maybe maybe it's the marriage that doesn't fit anymore. You know, and she's kind of figured out that, you know, maybe this marriage wasn't such a good idea. Maybe marrying him wasn't a good idea. All right. So Aiden and Carrie walk his dog at night, and they walk his dog at night. Okay, and of course he gets down on his knee to pick up some dog poop, but he doesn't actually grab a bag. He actually pulls out a ring and shows it to Carrie. Look at this, and she's like, oh, and the ring's actually a nice ring. It's like a square shape instead of the other one that he had. And then she likes it. It's actually the perfect ring, and she loves it. You know, and this one's even more, you know, more like you. You know. He's like, I changed my mind. I had another ring, but, you know, I think this one here seems more like you, you know. And he's like, you know, I love you, Carrie. I want to live with you in my life. What do you think? And Carrie's like, the intro monologue, and she says yes. And they kiss. Meanwhile, Miranda gets pounded on the door. She goes over there to open the door in the middle of the night. It's Steve. He's on his fucking knee, and he's holding up the ring. Okay, he's proposing too. It's the ring that Carrie didn't like. It's the ring that she picked out. That Miranda picked out. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, well, we're having a baby. I thought this is what you wanted. She's like, I don't want to marry you, Steve. That's your answer? You know, she's like, I don't want to marry you. He's like, well, I don't want to marry you either. She's like, what are we doing? He's like, there's going to be a baby. I want to help. I don't just want to hang out with you at the playground. Miranda's like, it doesn't mean we have to get back together. We don't have to get married. You're not in love with me. Well, not right now, I'm not. Or ever. You should have never been in love with her. Fucking bitch, ruined your life. You know, you wasted your life on her is what you did, Steve. It was like, you need to say that every day. You need to remind yourself every day that you're not in love with me because you're going to come around and you're going to see me with the baby and you're going to start feeling that we belong together and shit, that we need to be a family, and that's all fucking bullshit. It's all bullshit. Well, she didn't say it that way, but that's what she means, okay? You're going to start thinking that we belong together. All three of us. And we don't. Hey, I've seen you with my dog, and mostly you just seemed uncomfortable. So, how are we going to raise a kid together if we're not together? She's like, well, figure it out. And Maria's like, by the way, I know it's a hand-me-down ring. I'm the one that picked it out. Well, that's why I thought you'd like. I picked it out for Carrie, not for me. He's like, well, fine. I can't afford a stupid ring and a baby. And he fucking leaves. All right. Meanwhile, Carrie goes to see Samantha at a bar, and Samantha's there, okay, and she asks Samantha, so how are you doing? And Carrie's like, I'm engaged. Look at this ring, it's beautiful. You know, and Carrie's like, you know, he switched the ring, look. And Samantha's like, I've seen it. Oh, he's like, and she's like, what? He's like, well, someone had to help the poor guy out. You know, if you're going to ruin our lives, I would like to look at some nice jewelry, at least. Hey, you know what? See, this is why I love Samantha. Okay? Samantha usually only thinks about herself, okay? But in this situation, she put her friend's needs in front of her own. You know, she actually helped a guy. She doesn't fucking like Aiden, okay? She doesn't like Aiden at all. She's not attracted to him. She even told him that he's fucking ugly. She didn't say those words, but she said, you're not hot, you know? But she was still willing to help him pick a good ring for his girlfriend because she knew that was important to Carrie, to have a good ring, a perfect ring. That meant something to her, okay? She went out of her way to do that without telling Carrie, okay? That's something that she didn't want to happen. She didn't want Carrie to get married because she knows what's going to happen. Once they start getting married, they don't hang out with each other anymore, okay? They can't really ride the cock carousel anymore. You know, they can't wingman each other anymore if everyone's getting married and living with their husbands. Okay, so she did what she thought was right. She did what her friend wanted her to do, not what she wanted her friend to do. You know, and I think that's a testament to Samantha's character. She might be a slut, she might be a bitch, but she's got a fucking authenticity inside of herself that she does not compromise for anybody. And that extends to her friends, you know. She'll talk shit about her friends. She'll fight with them. She'll talk shit about men to death, okay? But no one fucks with her friends. No one fucks with her friends. And her friends want something, she's going to go out of her way to make sure they get it. Okay? That's the kind of loyalty that Samantha has. Okay? And I can appreciate that in her. That's what makes her strong. That's what makes her the leader of this quartet. The show's about Carrie, but Samantha is the leader of that group. All right? So that's the review for this episode. Aiden's a fucking idiot for asking Carrie to marry him. But, you know, we're going to see it. We all know how that turns out. All right? So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.